Hello, Waswere here, back with another episode of the Old School Ironman, and I'm finally doing something that I've been putting off for quite a while, and we are getting our construction level up. I feel very scared being on a PvP world, but I think I know what I'm doing. Basically, every time I teleport to my house, and then once I'm inside my house, I get to the butler, talk to him, get him to go to the sawmill for the 26 planks. And then I teleport, make sure I only click on the bank, and then I teleport back to my house. But I'm going to be doing this until I have 7,000 teak planks. With contracts, it's roughly estimated that I would need 6,500 teak planks, but I don't really trust the average. Every time I go for one of these like long-term averages, I'm always slightly under. This should only be about an hour of constantly teleporting. And with this last inventory, we are going to have 7,500 planks. I did a little bit of extra just to help guarantee that we have that level 83 banked. But let's get off this PvP world before I forget. So we have 7,500 teak planks, and what's super nice is this is like 2 million experience bank. But if I were to just do regular teak stuff, like let's say make like teak garden benches, this would only be like 600k. Of course, it does take a lot longer, but this way I'm saving GP. Like it only cost me under 3 mil to get 83 construction bay. So I will take that any day of the week. We have our steel bars, we have our teak planks, and we'll be doing some construction contracts. I've been so just into doing contracts, I didn't even realize that we hit over 200 points like 30 contracts ago, but we're going to go ahead and buy the boots. And now we'll get, I think it's 0.2% extra experience, which really is not that much, but it's going to add up over time. That is our 368th contract, which gives us over 400 points stored. And we can go buy a second piece of the construction outfit. Purchase the hat, which is going to give us 0.4%. So between the 0.4% from the hat and the 0.2% from the boots, we're getting 0.6% extra, which it doesn't work for the actual XP reward at the end of a contract, which is that 2250 XP drop, but it works for everything we build up to it. So while it is a 0.6% XP increase, because it only works for about like 20 to 25% of the actual XP I gain, I'm really only getting like 0.1, 0.2 extra. Level 80 construction. Oh yeah. We now have 30 rooms in our house, though I doubt we'll ever get that high, and our total level and stats are looking good. We're pretty close. I don't want to say pretty close, because I'm not actually that close to base A's. But our stats are getting up there. And 19, 15 total. We got 3 more levels to go, so I think that's going to be about like 700k more experience. So I'll probably finish that off tomorrow, and we'll get the full constructor's outfit, as we're just missing the top right now, which is 800 more points. And that is contract number 718, which gets us up to 800 points, which means we can buy the rest of the construction outfit. And we have the full outfit. That means with all 4 pieces equipped, we get 2.5%. So if the individual pieces add up to 2%, and then by wearing the full set, you get another 0.5%. But at 718 contracts, which were some oak and mostly teak, I now have all the sort of untradeable rewards. The only thing I need to get in the future, if I really wanted to from here, is the Hasidious blueprints, but we're going to have carpenter points left over now. And I think that's just going to go into the supply crates. Like, I don't see anything else being valuable. Like, I don't need duplicates of either of these. Level 83 construction. There's a lot of things we unlock, but I actually don't care about any of those specific items. The real benefit is the fact that we can boost +5 with spicy stew, and then +3 with the crystal saw, which means we can get things that are up to level 91 if they use a saw. So if I go to, let's say, the garden, at level 90, I can make the ornate rejuvenation pool. There's obviously a lot of items like the anti-venom, which I can't make yet, but I have the construction level for it. So the only items I'm missing are from the portal nexus. So 92 for the crystalline portal nexus. That's really the only item I don't have. But one thing I do want to make is this ancient altar. Switching on to ancients is a big pain in the butt. I have to go to the desert, back to the temple. It's just a very long process. But if I use this ancient altar, I can just go to my house and quickly change on or off ancients very quickly. The limestone brick and magic stone I can just purchase, and the ancient signet I get for free for completing desert treasure. But the pharaoh scepter is something we need to get from pyramid plunder. So this is pyramid plunder. Basically, we go through room by room, passing the spear trap, looting the grand chest, and trying to find the next room. Currently in room 6, which gives me a 1 in 650 chance. I'll put the full list on screen right here, but essentially, if I do a complete run and I don't get a single scarab spawn, it's about a 1 in 111 drop rate for all 8 rooms. If you do care about experience, you can search these urns, but I'm already level 99 from Arty Knights, so I don't really care about them.
This is not going anywhere close to as planned. I'm now over 14 million experience. I think my experience when I started was like 13.2 million. So I've gained 800k experience, and every time I go through one of these runs, I get about 3,000 experience. So we're at like 250 to 275 runs to the final room. Yes! 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 The Pharaoh Scepter! Oh my god! It has been, I don't know, another hour today. Thank god we have it. Eventually, I will need a second one for the master clue that's inside Pyramid Plunder. But seeing as I just spent 15 hours here, I'm probably not going to go get another one, and I will get the second scepter much later. I moved around all the rooms to fit in a 4x4 with what I need. Got our jewelry box space here, our pool space here, and eventually our fairy ring. I still have the portals. I'm not ready to build the portal nexus and have them all in one square, so I have the 9 of them here, and eventually that'll come down to 1, and it'll just go right in this area, and this gives me a little bit more open space to put, like, let's say a chapel or something. But one room I really wanted to get was the costume room. At this point, I've basically run out of bank space, so there's a lot of things in here, clue items, skill outfits that I can build in all these locations. It's not much, but these items here are going to be about 20 bank space saves, which means I have 20 more bank space. One item we have here is the crystal saw seed, which we're able to sing crystal here and make it into a crystal saw. This saw is special because it has only 28 charges, but when we use it, we get an invisible +3 boost. So it's as if we're 86 construction whenever we use something with the saw. So if we look at the pool space, we can build the 65 pool. We're going to upgrade it to the 70 pool, build the level 80 pool, and build the level 85 pool. We do have the construction level to boost up to 90 for the ornate pool, but I don't have the 82 herblore to be able to boost for anti-venom, so we can't build this pool yet. So this restores everything except for our hit points, so I'll just have to chug a couple carom bonds in the bank. I've been storing up my crystal keys over the years, or not over the years, over the last little bit, in the effort to get dragonstone, because we need a total of 26 dragonstones to build the jewelry box, and what we have here should be more than enough to get that, alongside the items we already have in the bank. Okay, round 2, we have all the stuff we need. We can make the fancy jewelry box. And if we look at the teleports here, we can't do the Ring of Wealth or Glory teleports, but once we get 2 more gold leaves and the Glories and Wealths, we'll be able to upgrade that. but I need to get the +5 stew boost for that. So I'm going to prep the glories and everything, and same with the fairy ring, which we need to boost for. So I'm going to get all those things ready in the bank, and then we'll go hunt some rat. And this is how we fight hell rats now. They have these behemoths in the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And this is the one that gives the orange spice. And orange spice is what we use to boost our construction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill about 10 of these, which will give me 40 spice, so I can turn all these into spicy stew. And hopefully one of them will boost me +5, and then we'll be able to teleport. One interesting thing is to actually heal the cat, you need to use it on the curtain and not the cat itself. It's very weird, like you can't actually reach the cat. Okay, so my cat died. I am a bit of an idiot. I was just looking away too far, and the hell rat did too much damage. So I'm gonna have to raise another cat. But before I go and do that, let's try out these spicy stews. And you have to add 3 of each to have a chance. And what I'm gonna do is before I actually use the stews, I'm gonna put everything in my inventory. So we did not get it, so I'm going to be raising another cat. Went ahead and wasted some of my time because we need to wait another 3 hours for this cat to grow. And picked up a hard casket. And nothing exceptional, just a couple good elks. While we wait for the cat to grow, I thought I would do some future-proofing, and that is starting to mine up sandstone. Eventually, for 99 crafting, we're gonna need about 60,000 buckets of sand on top of the buckets we've already mined. I think I mined about 20k earlier. So I thought, let's take advantage of this time, plug away on the mining. We got our Varrock armor on, which is going to give us, I think, a 10% chance of getting double, which essentially leads to 10% more sandstone per hour. And this is good mining because when I do go for the blowpipe, I am going to want 93 mining for the amethyst darts. So it's kind of just a bunch of things I need to do in the future, and we might as well do this while we sit on our butt and wait for our cat to grow. I did bring some karambwanji, just good noted food, to feed it again, so it doesn't take up as much space. And then I swapped over to the Lunar Spellbook, and whenever our water skins run out, we can proc the Humidify spell, which will give us more desert protection. 3 hours down, and we mined 6,600 buckets of sand. Wasn't as active as I would have liked because I was playing some games like Wordle Variations and watching some videos, but in the future we'll be able to come back and get more buckets of sand. Time for boosting round 2. Oh, we got 87 construction. So what I'm going to do, because we got 87 construction, is I am going to build this teleport space very quickly. And there we go, we have a fairy ring in the house, and one less thing for me to worry about on the next time I boost up. Oh, there it is, we got it. Upgrade. Ornate jewelry box. It's built! Yes! My cat died a second time. So I was going to send these last ones and then trade myself up to 84 construction. But now with our ornate jewelry box, we can teleport all around the game. And it's going to be great for doing clues in the future. The only other things I want out of my house are this ornate rejuvenation pool, which we require at least 82 herb lore. But with how this stew experience went, I'm going to go up to 83, just save me the pain of having to raise up another cat and do this all over again. On top of that, I'm going to eventually replace all these portals with one portal nexus right here, but that is kind of a in the future thing because it takes 1,000 of each teleport to build. So like putting this Karen teleport in would be crazy expensive, like 2,000 law runes, 2,000 soul runes, 4,000 water runes, and 5,000 fire runes. I just can't afford it right now with my about 2 mil cash stack. But that's going to be the end of this episode. We got a lot done this episode, including getting our construction up to 83, banking a little bit of sand, and making our house that much better. But past that, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.